Bissell is 36. Marx was impressed with Bissell's experience, including time as an engineer at Toshiba, and that's what prompted Marx to select Bissell for this job.
I have been visiting factories pretty extensively recently. I enjoy talking to our people at the plant levels, and I enjoy telling you about them, and everyone seems to like it, so I'll continue to do it.
Marx told Bissell to transform the old Casio factory into an EMS facility as quickly as possible.
His job is to bring, the American manager's job is to bring that facility into the same mold as the rest of our factories. And that could not be done by the Japanese manager. I mean, it could be, but it would take a very long time. And that is clearly his role.
3 engineers from the Brazil factory have been brought over to Japan. They will make the existing production line consistent with the format that Marx has established for Flextronics worldwide. The modification work, which is scheduled to take a month, has begun. The Brazilians were sent to Japan because they had earned high praise for restructuring guidance applied at a factory in Hungary. The layout of the old production line is scrapped and will be replaced by a new layout proposed by the Brazilians. They are now fine-tuning the details with the Japanese team.
Here you have just front, yes, and here.
This factory had used a conveyor belt to set the pace of production, and management had raised productivity by pushing employees to make as many products as possible during a given shift. It was a way to effectively utilize labor in Japan, where personnel costs are high. In February 2003, 4 months after the acquisition, the Brazilian engineers and the whole production division began modifying the lines. The Japanese employees follow directions from the Brazilians to change the work table arrangement.
One person.
The original plan requires on-site adjustments as modification efforts unfold. The line went into full-scale operation following the departure of the Brazilians for their homeland. Bissell encouraged preparations, including 2 weeks of training without the use of a conveyor belt to get employees accustomed to the new line. However, efficiency without the conveyor belt that had helped employees maintain a good pace was not as high as when the equipment had been used. Bissell wants production time per person to shrink.
So, roughly speaking, how long is it taking?
I'd say about 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Yes.
I think that's too long. Well, let's get it down to 9.97 seconds.
I agree. I think we can do that. Well, it's certainly possible.
This week? Okay, this week. Good. I'm counting on you.
Together. Separate.
After work, it's time for English. The language of the company is English.
Separate your scarves.
Separate my scarf.
Very good, thank you. Okay.
With increasing contact by phone and email between factories around the world, English has become an indispensable business skill.
L and R. Toshi, please.
Only a portion of the lesson fee is paid by the workers who participate.
Excellent. Well done. It looks like rain.
It looks like rain.
Good, okay. One more time, let's go. It looks like.
It looks like.
One more time. It looks like.
It looks like rain.
Okay. Rain.
Rain.
Range.
Range.
Well done. That's excellent.
I really need English because I exchange emails with other factories. But I mix up past and future and present, and the recipients don't understand the message. They email me back to ask what I'm trying to say.
June. It's been 4 months since the line modifications. Bissell has dramatically altered the internal layout of the factory.
So this is our new area. Look at all the space that we opened up. We opened up this space here using the DFT process, cleaning the whip out of the lines, cleaning the packaging out of the lines, making the process more efficient, training the workers, using less workers. Doing all this, we cleaned up this space, so we moved all the production down to the first floor.
The space that was opened up measures about 3,000 square meters. That's 15% of the entire site. Bissell wants the factory to secure orders for products other than digital cameras and use this space for a variety of lines to manufacture mobile phones, automotive equipment, and other consumer electronics. To secure new business clients, Bissell created a brand new marketing division. The people responsible for marketing are engineers who had previously worked on the production floor. It is by no means an easy task to win orders from manufacturers in Japan, where most have many factories of their own.
I am confident. My people are talking to a lot of potential clients, and I'm sure some of these companies will outsource to us. I can't say for certain what sort of products, but I'm sure that we can secure some additional clients.
Marx has great expectations for this factory in Japan. To date, 5 EMS providers have acquired 7 facilities from Sony, NEC, and other manufacturers.
I view that as a market that is moving slowly, but I believe that the world markets are forcing the changes to take place. Our customers all around the world, we work with them very closely, and we do some of the manufacturing, they do some of the manufacturing, and that's perfectly fine, that's the way it should be. In general, the Japanese companies have not seen how much leverage or haven't seen the value for their companies in having a company like us that works all around the world.
With expanding networks encompassing the entire planet, the EMS realm is one of mammoth proportions. It is in a way a cutthroat industry with a small handful of the best and biggest jockeying for position. Selectron, Flextronics dethroned the EMS king in 2002 by posting higher sales. That year, Selectron suffered losses of $3.4 billion as the collapse of the information technology bubble adversely impacted sales. In the latter half of the 1990s, Selectron began a meteoric rise, which paralleled the growing IT industry and expanded its worldwide network through the acquisition of one factory after another. But Selectron had focused its production activities on industrial use telecommunications and network equipment. So when the IT bubble burst, the company was immediately saddled with surplus facilities. Selectron's general shareholders meeting in 2003. To return to profitability, the company was forced to shift production from factories in developed nations to facilities in regions where costs were lower.
Some time ago, we were 60% of our manufacturing was actually done in high-cost countries. High cost being North America, Western Europe, primarily. Our goal was to turn that around and have 60% done in low